Watkins Glen in the Jag. Here we are then, new week, new dailies here on the Gran Turismo 7, and this week we're back in a Jag. This one though is the Jag XJ220, a sports car produced from 1992 to the end of 1994, with a 3.5 litre turbocharged V6 engine, getting it from 0 to 60 in around 3.5 seconds. The car was indeed the fastest production car in the world before a car called the McLaren F1 came along. I think the McLaren F1 won Le Mans, I think it was 95, something like that. Known for a bit of heavy steering, kind of noticing that going round here with the Jag XJ220, bit of heavy steering, so bear that in mind as we go through the race here. In Daily Race 8 this week on Watkins Glen, on the short Watkins Glen course for 7 laps, on the sports hard tyres, 1 times fuel, 1 times tyre and BOP. Running then on the Watkins Glen short course, we're just going to take a little bit of a detour here to the right and then go straight down the straight, whereas you go to the left just there if you was running on the full course. Quite like it round here. Had a good few daily races here a few months ago when Watkins Glen was, I think it was Daily Race C a few months ago in the Group 3 cars. Yeah, I reckon this one, obviously not getting any penalties, should be a pretty good race. Looking forward to it. So, without any further ado, let's get to the action. P5 then, going from a grid start. We're away then at Watkins Glen in the Jag. Going down to the first corner, a short run down towards the first corner. Just make sure we all get around, bit of a ding-dong going on there. The ball got round though, a penalty there. I think I was pushed up a bit there at the start, but not to worry. Oh, we're getting pushed there as well. Very aggressive start to proceedings here on the Glen in this one. Oh, someone there going to get a bit sideways going up the hill as well. Oh, some goings-ons here at the start, haven't we? Let's get into it though and see what happens. And then just watch that heavy steering on the Jag as we go through here. Got some guys bunched up there just ahead of us. Right, I'll take my penalty. Got 2 more guys there taking penalties as well. So now we're all sorted out. We can get on with it now. 3 there trying to get into the final corner. On to lap 2 then, as I say. 7-lap race this on the sports hard tyres. Get on those brakes relatively early for the first corner. Just want to make sure, obviously with the cumbersome steering on the Jag, you get it turned in. Had 2 there in front of us there just going off. I was a bit wide there as well. I think I just about got away with it penalty-wise. Put the hill onto the back straight. We've got 2 here. We can just sort of nip past these guys here. Ooh, a bit of door banging going on there. The chicane, get on the brakes, just get it in. Oh, been clipped there. Got some feisty racing here so far on the Glen in the Jag. Trying to watch it here as I turn in those brakes a bit in the Jag. The final corner just seems to be going a bit backwards at the moment, so hopefully we can rectify that at some point in the future. Another penalty, but oh well, there you go. Again, just on them brakes. The first corner, really try not to take too much through that first corner. Trying to work with that cumbersome steering that the XJ220 has, and just sort of, as I say, guide it up the hill and then get yourself onto the back straight here, put it up a bit, get to around 160 miles an hour, get on those brakes again for this little chicane here, which not as aggressive as it is in some cars in the Jag. Use second and just sort of try to cut myself back across to the apex for a better exit. Kind of something like that. Penalty paid back, going to put us back into the clutches there with P10, and I think we're alright for now. Just again, on the brakes. Let's knuckle down a bit now. We'll be going down a place, but look at it, we are indeed. I'm not really fighting that one going up the hill. Hazards on there, we'll see where you are. Going to try and get an overtake on it. Always held it around the outside. Just really try to work with that steering. I sort of see now that steering on the Jag. Always sort of push the wall there on his way out. Let's see if we can get a bit of a run into the first corner. Starts at lap number 5 here. Foot is literally on the floor there. Just about got it slowed down. It's a fun car to drive though. It is a fun car to drive. Stick with this guy now, I think, for the remainder of the race. See what we can do. Got 2 laps left. That's 3 of us there going off at the first corner. I'm going to say that's a penalty. It's just again getting it slowed down in time for that first corner and then getting it round the first corner without reaching those track limits. Right, I think from here, just working round to the end of the race. A bit behind now, but we should still be, you know, still be P8. Not so bad. On this final lap, we've got no penalties. That's a bonus. Right, round the last corner on the Glen, the Jag over the finish line. Right, we'll have a bit of a run round then and see what we can do. The thing with this one is just, as I say, get on the brakes nice and early, get the car into the corners nice and early, really try to work with the heavy steering that the Jag XJ220 has. Really, so far, the only gripe of this daily race, well, it's not really a gripe really, it's just one of those things that, you know, you just got to get used to as you drive the car. Don't drive these old cars very often, so yeah, it's one of them things. Track to push the Jag, so yeah, I quite like this daily race so far. It's pretty good. So let's get in then to the next race. Okie dokie, P4. There we go. Trying to pick the gap in the first corner, get yourself round. Better start on this one than the last one. It's always good. Let's go then into the chicane. Ooh, a bit of a contact going on there. That's going to bump us up into third. We've missed the chicane there, or the apex rather. Again, round this long sweeping right-hander, trying to keep it on the inside as much as you can. Drive out. Not so bad then, start-wise. P3 coming towards the end of the first lap. I think the front 2, they were just starting to perhaps get away a little bit. Just concentrate for now on what's happening with us and the cars behind as we come round to complete the first lap. Jag. Bit of a bump there from behind. Going to go side by side then up the hill. He's backed out of it. Someone's beeping again. Up to the floor then down the straight. Like to downshift here to second. Gets about here and then back into third. Just sort of helps to get the car through the chicane without the track limits. Probably faster ways, much faster ways of doing it, but there you go, that's just me. Going to be battling this guy here by the look of it toward the end of the second lap. Wheel to wheel stuff in the Jag. Now P2 has fallen back a bit. They had a penalty back there. They've also scraped the wall coming out the final corner, so we'll keep an eye on this one. Start on lap 3. First corner, P2 has gone very wide there. It's just going to allow us to nip through and take that position. Try to lift just a little bit there, just to sort of help the front end of the car get in towards the apex, just for a smoother line up the hill there and onto the back straight. As I say, trying to really counter that cumbersome steering of the Jag. This leader is 2.6 down the road, so we'll just see how we go then with this one. Purple sector, that's always nice. Around this final corner, just up to the apex like that. Try not to tap the wall. And you're good to go. Fastest lap of the race so far then. Gap though between myself and the leader is still a bit static at the moment. Just sort of there at around 2.5 seconds. But so far, so good. Not so bad. Kind of getting in now, aren't we, to settling into second in this race, which is always a good thing. Oh, we're going to get ourselves a time penalty. And messing up that corner is going to mess up this corner as well. Oh, where the heavy steering of the Jag just undoes it for us. We've got alongside there for P2. They've got a time penalty as well, though. Drops us back now into the clutches of P4. Right behind us there, coming down the straight towards that chicane. We're just sort of a bit of a look there down the inside. We're going to do now, though, because of the going a bit wide there, going through. And more than likely into second in the next few moments. Quite into second, but they are right behind second now. So we've got a battle ensuing in front. 2 laps to go and sitting in P4. I'd say so far, not so bad. Into the first corner. Is he going for... Oh, he's overshot the corner. He's going to rejoin, though. Really try to nail this section if we can. Get a run on P3. Over the top of the hill, but again, hit steering. Proper turning the wheel there to try get the Jag through. Ooh, bit there. Went out of here, though. Just felt like the exit there was a bit compromised, wasn't it? Just not really enough speed there. Just allows P3 to get away for the foreseeable. They drop it again at the first corner. Oh, then they're dropping it there as well. Then we may have a chance of a podium. You never know. Last lap on the Glen. Let's go. This time looks like it's me having the difficulty through the first corner. I think P3's got away now. Now I've got P5. We're going backwards again at the end of this race. Oh dear. It's one of them. Come on, Jag. We're very much going to be on the defensive coming down this straight towards the chicane. Let's just kind of try and go with it and do what we can into the chicane. He's going through up the inside there. That's like BTCC. That is a very aggressive move there. And also there from P5. Well, I think really, I think P5 are just a ticket through there, to be fair, given that we kind of messed that corner up a bit. But there you go. Couple of corners to go. Are we going to lose another place? Yeah, just around the final corner. I think we should be alright in terms of not losing any more places. It's across the finish line in the Jag. Good start to the week then with the Jag XJ220. Good bit of daily racing at Watkins Glen. Just really just the steering on the car. Just to say, just watch the steering on the car. Very, very small gripe at the end of the day. This race is, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good race.